Welcome everybody to the Friday Live, brought to you by the Hood. I'm your host as always. My name is Jimmy, and I have some family members here. Of course, I'm joined by Corey as always. Corey, how are you, sir?
What it is though? How you feeling today, good brother?
Listen, man, we have our sister in the building. We got Dr. Chaz back with us.
Dr. Chaz!
Glad to be back.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have a great conversation, kick it today, have fun with our folks. We got some Bitcoin giveaways for those that are here live. Let us know who's here. Go in the comments if you're watching this on the replay.
Jim looked like he's packing a Mac in the back of the act.
Listen, man, I got my shadowy super coder hoodie on.
Like a backpack rapper, dog. You got it.
Bitcoin, Bitcoin with my orange hoodie on. You know, it is what it is.
No, man, I love it.
Listen, man, for those that are here live, like I said, there's some folks checking in now. If you're listening on the replay, still give us some feedback and all that. Shout out to everybody who listens to the Friday Live on audio, because it is on audio podcast now. So want to say shout out to that, man. Brittany is here. How are you, Brittany? Thanks for joining us. Ant's in the building. Hey, how are you? Our brother Don Johnson LS, we call him V-Don. You know what I'm saying? The Vanguard ETF King is in the building. Don is my guy, man. Don, be honest, man. I was in the group today just watching people have a back and forth. I didn't comment about Vanguard. And Don was like, yo, 95% of my money is there, and I still don't recommend it to nobody. So shout out to John being objective. Yo, for those that are here, do me a favor. Please hit the like button or the love button to show us some sort of love to help us fight the algorithms. K Diggy is in the building. What's good, K Diggy? How are you? Thank you for pulling up. So how was your week in the markets, man? Any of y'all cook the markets or get cooked?
I mean, my week is Groundhog Day. I hit our weekly play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I still got my long-term plays cooking. Like
IBM did numbers. That was our weekly play.
Yeah. So I hit our weekly play, and I still got some damn, what's the name of the company? Some micro strategy that I had from, I bought 2 shares of MicroStrategy that I didn't even know I had. I looked on my what's the name account. I looked on my Webull account, and as part of my strategy a few years ago, I bought a bunch of companies that hold Bitcoin, and my Webull account was cooking like fish grease.
Well, man, see, this is a good conversation, man, because a couple years ago, especially during the pandy, when all those brokerages was giving people free stuff for signing up, I know y'all was signing up for all kinds of stuff. You know how many people I talk to every week who like, I forgot I had this. I forgot I had that. Y'all need to do a reconciliation of your accounts, because folks probably sitting on money they don't know they have.
Yeah, man.
Brokerage account you got, Chaz?
5.
Damn, you can count yours?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I got brokerage accounts all over the place.
So many. Everybody else be like, go try this, go try that. So when somebody come to me and they have something I don't use, I go use it to see how friendly the platform is.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got Moo, I got TD, I got Webull, Robinhood, Schwab, Fidelity, like I got all of them. I got M1.
I don't know how many they keep open. Like the only ones I actively use are TD. I trade in every day, which is about to be Schwab. I also have my IRA with Schwab. Vanguard, I cut them off early this year. We did a whole show about that. I got a Wells Fargo joint, and it's nothing but I've been there. But and I got an M1 joint. I do got an M1 joint. That's a joint account. My wife. That's pretty much it. Like I had a Robinhood account. I don't know if I took everything out of there, so I don't know if they left it open. Same with Webull. I don't even know if it's open. But it is what it is, man.
Yo, I didn't know it was open either. They sent me an email though, like, look, dog, it's tax season. Are you gonna file your taxes or no? So that's what made me go look.
Yeah, man. See, we got some more folks checking in. Miss Phoenix is in the building. How are you? Toledo, Ohio. Checking in from Toledo. We appreciate that. Lorraine, special shout out to Lorraine. I'm gonna tell you why, Lorraine. Lorraine, you sent me something that we're actually basing our show off of. Our show title, and we're going to talk about this evening, is based off something you sent me. But Lorraine is also uber special because our Wednesday podcast that me and Cord just did was also something that Lorraine sent me. So Lorraine, I appreciate you for thinking of us when you find like these.
Thank you.
When you find these articles that relate to finance and relationships. And I was thinking about this as I was reading the post that you sent me today, is that intersection of like relationships and finances, the most interesting thing to me, right? So folks can talk about, different strategies and what's going on in the market, and that's cool. But where finance gets to be tricky is financial relationships. And it's not just like husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend. It could be a mother and her child. It could be a husband and wife. It could be like, cousins, sisters, brothers, even homies or girls that are close friends. Like, because everybody values money different, right? And everybody has different morals. So when that intersection of reading these stories about how people deal with money and relationships is always interesting to me. So anytime, that's why we talk a lot about it on this Friday show. Even our Wednesday show now is a lot about relationships, but because it's interesting to see in real life how those things get applied. When you go on IG all the time, everybody's showing you highlight reels. I traded and made $1 gazillion, or I bought this 8plex, but tell me about, like, when your wife asks you to borrow a couple dollars, or like when mom needs some money and you ain't got it. Like, those are the stories that interest me personally. What do you think about that in terms of like relationships and money?
Listen, man, because it all go together, right? Because relationships and money are about energy, right? So it all goes together. You know what I mean? Money is just, energy that you put out that you got back something monetary for, and relationships are something that you put out energy for and you get something back, in an ethereal sense. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah.
The thing about relationships is, and I'll continue to say this until the day that I, move on from this realm, is that there's nothing more powerful than human energy.
Mm-hmm.
And so relationships move you faster than money will ever move you. And here's why. Because if you got it, I got it. And if Chaz got it, I got it. So even if I don't have any money, I'm still good. You know what I mean? Because of the energy that our relationship has.
But I like the way that you call it energy, because that's exactly what money is, right? So when you work, you spend your time to create energy.
Or whatever you spend to create it, like you create your money once and then it comes back 1,000 times, or you work every day like the normal person does. It's all energy. That's
like two different types of energy, like matching. Chaz, what do you think about that in terms of like relationships and money? Like, how do you feel they coincide, or what have you seen in your life about relationships and money?
They can power and sour real quick. I've never been built on money. My family kind of raised me to do well and you'll get money. So I always felt like the better I do, the more money I'm gonna make. But I also got intel from like my aunt was like, if you lend somebody money, don't expect to get it back.
See,
so when I decide that I'm gonna lend somebody some money, most of the time you think you would get it back, but I only lend what I don't mind missing. So that's where it kind of comes in. As long as I can take the L, if I take it and they run off with it, and I'm going to be good, then you can have it. And if not, that's it. But I think we have to kind of change our mindset when it comes to money, because people be like, oh, I'm broke, because they don't never want to borrow no money. They don't want anybody to try to borrow money from them. I changed. I'm like, lending you some money is just not in my plan right now. It's not set up in my
I'm not broke, you just not getting none of my money.
It's not in the work right now. Like, I got all the money, and that come with us posting about trades. I could say, I need an $8,000 fence. And they're like, well, you got money, you trade. And I'm like, yeah, but I need an $8,000 fence. Like, I still need.
Yeah.
I can't, if I show how great I am, I can never need anything. But everybody needs something.
Absolutely.
So that's what I come with finding with us trading and dropping receipts. And when it come to money, if I do, I'm great. If I don't, and I ask, it's like, well, why you ain't got it? And I'm like, why they ain't got no money? You don't ask the homeless man why he ain't got no money, or why he needs some money.
Like, I'm actually gainfully employed and got something going on, and if I'm asking you for something, that means I'm hurting.
Right. So
I mean, but again, it's all good. Like, I feel like people, if you need them, they don't want nothing to do with you. That's how people act. Like, listen. Some people like to be around people that don't need them, right? Because banks only lend people the money.
I get what you're saying. It's like when you have
people that don't need it.
You have great credit. Everybody will lend you something, but you ain't the one that needed the most.
Yeah, the people who actually need anything, people don't want to give them anything. So
It's like when I see celebrities, right? They get to a certain stature and everybody's giving them free clothes, and they be like, "When I ain't had no money, I couldn't get no clothes." Like, I don't need it now.
I can buy whatever I want right now, and you sending me free stuff. And so that's the, I fall back off a lot of stuff because I value relationships more than money, right? And so I'm kind of like I'm me and the 20 people or 30 people that I talk to on a regular basis are like that. But there's not a lot of people in the world like us, right? Because most people value money over the relationship. Me personally, if I value money more than I value you, then I won't ever hang with you.
But that's a deeper thing too, though, because the system is kind of teaching people to do so, which is why we suffer from like rugged individualism. Do me a favor, sure. Get them likes up, y'all. Get them likes up.
Get them likes and loves up so we can, fight for our goals.
Shout out to Chaz too. She says, "And Queen," and says, "I have 2 brokerage accounts. Just opened the second one this month with my SoFi, my main one in Vanguard since 2017. Okay, hey, that's what's good, man. I got a little bit more than that, but I don't believe in leaving everything in one place. So but I know folks out here who be having like 10. You don't need 10 brokerage accounts. Like you just don't.
I don't. So stop talking about me, Jim.
I'm not talking about you, good brother. Rock is in the building. Good, Rock. How are you? Lorraine says no problem. Yeah, we appreciate you, Lorraine. Definitely.
It's okay to be. It's okay to be called out. I'm okay with that.
Pascal's here. Y'all need to realize something too. Where are Facebook folks at, man? Let me go and make sure Facebook is streaming, man, because I ain't seen no comments from Facebook, which is kind of weird because we're supposed to be streaming from Facebook as well as YouTube, but I ain't seen none of these Facebook comments. But I'm about to check now just to make sure that
because everybody right now on YouTube.
Yeah, it's all YouTube folks, man. But listen, we appreciate it nonetheless, man. If you are on YouTube,
not that y'all can't, watch.
I just happen to notice that, like, where the folks.
All the comments are from Facebook. Is Facebook.
They just ain't saying nothing, man. They ain't saying nothing. So most of our stuff is coming from YouTube. Shout out to all of our new YouTube subscribers too, because we did crack 7K, which is dope. I want to send a special shout out to everybody who supported, the latest episode of Stack Sats to Die Trying. That might be one of the pieces of content that I got some of the greatest feedback for, because it's dropped in audio, Facebook, and YouTube. And Don said
it's not on Facebook.
I see it on Facebook. Is on, if you go to the Buy the Hood page, it says it's live now, so I see it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me comment myself just to make sure it pops up.
I was going to try to do that too, see if I could comment myself.
Yeah, I just put my own comment up just to see if it pop up. But so Don Johnson is there. All right, there it is. All right, there it is. So Don do see it. All right, so yeah, that's me commenting. Shout out to me. They go Don right there. So all right, we are on Facebook too. Just making sure. But no, so the feedback on that was dope. I want to send a special shout out to Jamil. I don't see him here tonight right now, but Jamil left a dope comment on there. And I owe Jamil a producer credit. He gave me like the next several shows, what he wants to see on the show. Also Mache. Want to send Mache a special shout out. I don't see him here yet either, but Mache is generally here. But Mache listens on the Fountain app, which allows you to stream sats to a content creator. And he sent me some sats over the Fountain app. So shout out to Mache for that. Also, shout out to Ray Gun, man. Always coming through with the super chat. Lift a comment on our YouTube channel. Ray Gun, you are great. Love it, man. Thank you so much.
See, we put everything we get in right back out.
Oh, yeah. We giving it right back out. We're doing a giveaway tonight. And another shout out. I know I'm always giving shout outs like this is a 1987 rap album, but it's for a reason because our community is dope. Rochelle sent a cash app today and was like, yo, when y'all do y'all giveaway, do 2 giveaways. I'm taking care of the other one. So shout out to the young legend Cam and shout out to Rochelle. That's our family, and we appreciate their support as well. So, I'm always giving out shout outs, man. It's like the end of a Tribe Called Quest song, man. When just give a shout out to everybody, man. You know what I mean? What's the joint? Busta Rhymes in effect. Anyway, but look at that. He old head. You know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, listen, this week has been interesting. Y'all know I'm excited because Bitcoin is running, although Coinbase is trying to suppress the price, but that's a story for another time. What else is going on? Oh, Parlay Poppy is rolling right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing. For those that know. I've been sharing my stuff within the MDC. You know what I mean? Shout to Joker for hitting the overs last night for me. But anyway, let's talk about our topic. Let's get to the topic nice and early today because This is the topic about relationship. Whoa, Champ with a super chat. What's good, Champ? The Champ is here. We appreciate that, Champ.
The champ is here.
Thank you so much for the super chat, man. We definitely appreciate it. All right, so listen, let's get into this main topic. And I want some feedback from everybody in the comments, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, because to me, this is a interesting topic, and it's also a layered topic. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? And for those listening to the audio, I will read this post. Our sister Lorraine sent us this social media post and asked our opinion on it. I said, I'm going to bring this to the Friday show. So this was a post on social media. Some of you may have seen it. Some of you may not have seen it. But I will read the post nonetheless. All right. Can y'all see it? It looks white.
We got a white screen here.
Let me remove it and add it back to the stream. Because it definitely did, All right, here we go. That Prescott voice. All right, here we go. Y'all can see it now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, this is anonymous. My boyfriend of 3 years lost his job last month, which has been a significant challenge for him. He approached me 2 weeks ago and asked if I could help him pay his mortgage, but I told him no. Last week, he presented me with a spreadsheet detailing everything he had done for me during our relationship, totaling over $20K in value. He then broke up with me. 3 years down the drain. Despite feeling guilty because he never asked for anything, I still feel that if he is truly a man, then he should have something to offer as well. I can't believe this man broke up with me because I told him no. He found a way to pay it. I don't think I was wrong because he's supposed to lead, not me. Plus, I don't live with him. If I was living with him, I would have did it then. Do you see my point? What are your thoughts?
No, I don't see your point. All right, so this right here has entitlement written all over it, right?
From her standpoint, right?
From her standpoint, right? So my man, he kind of petty too, because if you remember everything you did for somebody, you petty as hell. But he never asked you for anything. She just said it. He never asked you for nothing. My man lost his job, and he said, "Listen, I need you. This is the most clutch and dire of my situations. I need help." And he went to the person that's supposed to help him, and she was like, "Nah, broski." Like, damn, like, like they both deserve what they got, which is to be apart. Because he just saved himself a headache, and she just saved herself a headache. Because my man is in them as petty, and she's short-sighted. I'm just gonna say short-sighted, right?
Yeah, it's a lot going on here, and I want Chaz to weigh in too. Before Chaz weighs in, I want to say one more thing. Our folks are amazing. I was just talking about how our folks are amazing. I don't even know if Jose is in the building, but Jose just sent a cash app and said donate another one. So now we got 3 donations hitting the streets tonight. So if you got family or friends, bring them into this live because we're doing a giveaway of 3, and we got another super chat. See what I mean? Like our folks, man. Like shout out to Diamond Dave. He tried to turn a trick relationship into a square relationship. Men are programmed that doing everything for a woman makes them valid.
I mean, I can't disagree with that. But what I'm saying is she played the hell out my man. My man went through a like there's no more dire situation than your living situation being threatened because you lost your job. And she was just like, no.
Yeah, hold on one second. Let me get these comments and I want Chaz to weigh in. But Pascal says he found a way to pay it, which is true. The young legends in the building. GC, what's good with you, family?
What it is, though?
Don says, if I can't count on you at my worst, then I don't need you at my best. GC says, buddy ain't got no cash because he's trying to spend on her. Great point. That was one of my points I was going to make, GC, and you got to it before I did. That's exactly what was going to be one of my points. Should have been stacking them for a rainy day, man. You know, you finish how you start. Ray Gun says that. All right, Chaz,
started all tricking it, so that's how he ended up, huh?
Chaz, the floor is yours. What do you think about this situation? Did she play it wrong? Did she play it right? Did they both do each other, a solid, or what you think?
I'm like Corey. I think they both dodged the bullet. He should have been stacking his own paper, but if I get in a bind and I've been with you for 3 years, I should be able to go to you and make it happen. But that spreadsheet, red flag.
Red flag.
But again, if you can detail $20K that you gave to her, you should have been detailed enough to be able to handle your mortgage if you lost your job. But for her not to give it to him, I'm like, why wouldn't you give it to him? I'm also thinking, okay, this your boyfriend of 3 years. Were y'all getting engaged? Was the plan not to marry her? I'm like, 3 years, we either pissing or we getting out the pot. Like, you get married or you don't, and then this wouldn't be an issue because they'd be married, probably had the same household, and she'd have to take care of it anyway. With her not looking at that way of a partnership and just like some person off the street, like she ain't giving them nothing, it wasn't cool.
Yeah, man. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's this whole situation is weird. Let me get to a couple more of these comments and I'll weigh in. GC says she treated a goofy like a goofy. It is what it is. So Dave said, way before you spent 20K on Shorty, you didn't know what you're dealing with. He being a husband to his girlfriend. Dave was a pimp in my life, man. But listen though, the reason I say this is important, and which is why I titled the episode the way I did, is because these people aren't married, by the way. This is boyfriend and girlfriend. And so he was treating her like a wife. There's a difference between your wife and so that's an excellent point. Brittany says she agrees with Corey 100%. Pass is in the building. What's up, Pass? People want the benefits of marriage without marriage. Woo! All right, so let me tell a true story for y'all real fast, man, about my life, right? Definitely, and Lorraine says definitely should have. Can see both sides of the coin. However, she should have his back. But what did he buy in 3 years? 20K is a lot of Mickey Ficky money. You know what I'm saying? And Brittany says, Dave, your wisdom is top notch. Yeah, man, Dave is that guy. So listen, years back, right? I had a bunch of different real estate developments that were taking place at the same time. So I was like thin with like liquid cash. And I was building in different states. I had one building going up in Carolina. I was having a rehab project in Atlantic City, and I had a couple in Philadelphia. So I was strapped for cash. I had this opportunity to buy a franchise at the time. So I was dating a sister. I was like, yo, I asked her, like, yo, I need about 10 bands. I'll pay you back, once I get rid of this property, blah, blah, blah. She gave it to me. She gave me 10 grand. And I paid her back and then gave her extra 5 just because she gave me the 10 when I needed it. Years later, that's my wife, right? Now, I say that to say this. She didn't have to give me the bread. She did give me the bread. She didn't think nothing about it. She was like, like she trusted me. But that also told me something about her. But now at this point, we built what we built together.
Yeah, so everything is built together.
So now that I think about it, like, damn, that was a great investment by her. Yeah, but with that being said, I also knew who I was dealing with. And I think somebody in the comments or maybe you want to chat, but you got to know who you're dealing with too. And I think a lot of times people and to pass this point, people want marriage without marriage, right?
I want to say this.
Go ahead.
It's hard to know who you're dealing with in rough times if you haven't had a rough time.
Well, somebody else said that too, though. Who was it that said that? Somebody said, you can't treat me like that. Let me go back to it was Don. Don, talk about being at your best and at your worst. So this leads me to another conversation, though, because the time that I asked her for this, like we had conversations about money, and she knew what my goals and my dreams were. So she supported me, right? In a relationship, when you're dating, how soon do you have those money conversations? Like, you don't do that on the first date. Like, how soon before you start to have the conversations about what you're trying to build, what you're trying to do, the way you see money? Because sometimes that might not mesh. Y'all might get along perfectly. Y'all might be, each other, physically attract each other, but y'all might have different perspectives.
Socially and there's 3 parts to it: the social and emotional part, and then the financial part. Socially and emotionally, y'all might be super compatible, but if y'all not financially compatible, that relationship is going to end at some point.
How soon do you have those conversations, though?
I personally would have the conversations whenever I feel comfortable. So maybe second, third, fifth date, whenever I feel comfortable having that conversation, that's when it's getting had.
All right, Chaz, how about you? If you're dating someone, like, how soon do you start to have real serious conversations about the way you see money, right? You're a trader. You work. You do everything to, put money up for your future and your family. All right, you meet someone. How soon do you put that on them? Like, this is how I see finances and money.
It's pretty immediate. They're going to get it because I'm real ticky about numbers. So first couple of dates or conversations, it's going to come out how I feel about money. or how I spend or how I save. So I'm pretty upfront with it because I'm kind of frugal. I like couponing. I like deals. I like that's just how I go. If you don't want to go on a date and I got 50% off, then okay, we not meant. It's not for me to spend
Facts.
$200 on a date just to impress you because that's just not how I'm built. Like if I want the food that's $200, I'm gonna go get it. But if the food I want and I got a coupon for it, I'm definitely gonna use that coupon. Like my friends, all of them know I be in my bag, but I like a deal. I always like a deal. So
That's
that's me.
who you are, though, right? So that's the thing, right? And
Yeah.
everybody has a different
Spend
relationship with
everywhere
food.
But they know
I
who
would
you
never
are.
have a deal. So
All right, I'm laughing because of Pass, man, right? Pass puts in the comments. By the way, get the likes up for your Facebook, YouTube. Get the like for me, please. Pass says it's romantic to have a candlelight dinner unless the lights are off because the bill ain't paid.
I think you also have to know the person you're dealing with and how you set them up. If you come in spending on a chick or a dude, then you're setting them up for that type of expectation. If you come in modest, I think it's how you present in a relationship to make them feel like I can support you or I can't, or I'll always be secure because of how you treat me. And if you're in a bind, they don't feel like they need to step up there. And that makes some people come in and step up and some people it don't. So you got to know the person you're dealing with.
I got another point I'll make real fast, but I want to get to some of these comments. Diamond Dave says that trips, bags, and that 20K will go fast. And Diamond Dave also said facts of what Corey says. Lorraine says money shows different side of people. Yes, it does. So LaJoya says within the first couple of months, I say dating. It's not that serious. Dating according with a purpose. That's the other part too. Are you dating according with the purpose? First couple of dates. And by the way, she said she also coupons.
Yeah, my wife don't do nothing without a coupon, broski. And I'm not saying this. And listen, that used to drive me absolutely insane because my thing is, I'm a person that says the price is the price. Whatever they tell me the price is, either I'm gonna buy it or I'm not gonna buy it. I'm one of those people. And so when my wife first started with the coupon things, I was like, man, get away from me with those. Cause I don't like, cause I'm not digging in my bag for no coupons. I'm not stopping because I would rather have the time than the money because I can always get the money back.
Yeah, but that's like the sport to your wife, though. I've seen your wife get busy with the coupons.
Oh,
like
for sure.
She tried to show me at one point, but it was just too much work. She was moving with it like I couldn't process it. So like
and listen,
it was just too much.
I've learned over time that she saved me hundreds of thousands of dollars because she don't do nothing without a deal.
Yeah. So Lorraine says, I see your point, Diamond Dave. However, spending 20K on a woman and taking her on trips and you don't have your mortgage covered is kind of insane. My man definitely didn't have an emergency fund because you got to have an emergency fund. Pat says, I'm like Chastity. I'm not impressed by what you can spend. I'm impressed by what deal you got. Yeah. So GC says, crazy how he don't have bread to last him at least 6 months, but he's spending like that. Yeah. Listen, man. The spirit of tricking was in the brother, man.
I was about to say that. That's Diamond Dave.
The spirit of tricking, man. The spirit of tricking was in the brother. She probably was very attractive. We teach that men being a man is not enough. They think they have to be a superhero. Ooh. Yeah. So Pat says,
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, Pat says, if you want to really know a person, look at their calendar and their checkbook. How they spend their time and their money reveals their character. Yeah, I'm still on that one too. Look at their calendar and their checkbook. But here's something else I realized recently, right? Because I'm at the age now where I know folks that have been married for a number of years. I'm also, unfortunately, at the age now where I have friends and family that have been divorced, right? And I've shared this on the show before. I remember as a kid when people were divorced, it seemed like you had to be so old to be divorced. Like that was like an old person thing. I'm at that age now, right? Where folks are getting divorced. But what I realized in speaking to people is people be out here marrying each other and don't even know each other. I don't know if that's a new phenomenon, if it's always been that way, but in my experience and having conversations, like I told y'all before in here, I know a couple, I'm not going to say no names because we friends on Facebook, who literally, got divorced because they had different ideas of having children. One didn't want children at all. One wanted a bunch of children. I'm like, y'all didn't have this
not know that.
All right, so the thing is either you didn't have the conversation beforehand or you went along with it because you felt like you could change their mind, right?
Both of those things are set up for failure.
Listen to this. I know another couple that got divorced because they had beef about where to spend the holidays with her family or his family. Literally, that means it escalated into other things, but that's what started it. And I'm like, y'all didn't have this conversation before y'all decided to, And again, a lot of times people feel like, well, I can change him or I can change her. So I think that's the other part is people get into marriages sometimes without even knowing each other. But this situation about this story, they were together for 3 years. And she said, I don't live there. So the other question is like, were they moving towards that? Like,
Yo,
it sounds like she didn't want to help him just because she was on some like, internet podcast stuff. Like he a man.
yeah, like that was the one comment that like that would have been the end for me. Like there's certain things you can't say to me, and you can't struggle because you're a man is one of those things. If you ever tell me I can't struggle because I'm a man, me and you no longer friends. I don't want nothing to do with you, none of that, because I struggle because I'm human. You know what I mean? Like that's just like me telling you you can't struggle because you're a woman. Like how insane does that sound coming out of another human person's mouth? Like that's just absolutely chaotic for someone else to say to another person. I would lose my composure if someone said that to me. You can't struggle because you're a man. Like what? Are you can't be serious about your life if you think that. Like your life is not serious.
Don says, do we think that 20K over 3 years is a lot? To me, it's a lot when you ain't got no emergency fund. It's a lot, right? So it may not be a lot if you living well and you're doing well, but it looks like to me that Aki ain't had no emergency fund. So it's a lot of money when you ain't got no savings. Lorraine says, well, the question becomes, are you willing to be a homeless person in order to date an attractive woman? No.
Apparently, my man was.
No, not even trying to be funny, but I can rent an attractive woman. No disrespect. But what I won't be is homeless. I'm not gonna be homeless. Like we ain't gonna do that. LaJoya says you can date without spending tons of money. There are different types of dates for different levels. It all comes with the mindset, planning, and intentions for the other person. Pat says most people sex themselves to the altar. He says most people sex themselves to the altar. So the haze of endorphins clouds the clarity of character. Past be having bars, yo.
Him and Dave, like between him and Dave, man.
They used to be battle rappers or pimps, one or the other.
Both.
And by the way, pastors and pimps. No, I'm just gonna say it's a high correlation.
Correlation between pastor and pimp is very, 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 very high.
So Don says, I think when it comes to kids, people assume everyone wants them. He said, #F them kids.
I'm with Don.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like, he and my wife talked about, like, I did not want kids. Like, I didn't want to have kids. I didn't mind being a parent. I just didn't want to have kids. She didn't want to date nobody with kids. So it worked out perfectly. But I think during COVID, people found out they really didn't like their partner. They just liked them for a couple of hours. And then they would go to sleep, so they didn't have to deal with them. Now we locked in the house with them, and people really didn't like the people they was with. They was cool on the outside or taking them out on dates or going out to public events, but in the house, like, you ain't like her with her wig off.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You just said something right there, man.
You locked down with this person, and you like, man, who the hell is this? And why am I dating this person? Like, why don't talk to me? Stop touching me. Leave me alone. Like,
I know a couple marriages that didn't last through the pandemic, and that's exactly what it was. It's like, yo, you start thinking about, I really don't like this person. You know what I'm saying? So, and Don, to your point, it was interesting. I was on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at JW Blueprint. But anyway, I was on Twitter, and it was a chick, and she had put up a post like, she was like 30 or so. She was like, I don't want kids, never wanted kids, don't want kids. And people were attacking her. Like, attacking her for the thought that she didn't want kids. They were like, you must not be able to have them. And she's like, no, I just don't want them. People had a hard time.
Perfectly fine.
People had a hard time grasping the fact, to Don's point.
But the point, that goes back to the point where I'm making. Like, they attacked her because she's a woman and she doesn't want kids. And that's just like attacking a man and saying, you're not a man if you can't financially provide for me. And that's just like saying she's not a woman because she doesn't want kids. That's dumb. Like, how do you?
I see that thing. My man Corey is triggered right now. That thing bothers you.
Because I don't like when people attack people for choices that don't hurt anyone else. Like,
okay,
that her not having kids is not going to. The world is not going to end because that woman don't want children.
But I learned
There's
a lot.
9 billion people on the earth.
I learned a lot reading that thread. You got the people that were like the far right folks, because her tweet kind of went viral. People was coming in the joint talking about, that's a woman's job to have kids. I was sitting like, damn, and they were dead serious. They weren't joking.
The world ain't coming to an end because that woman don't want no kids.
Yeah, but the Don makes an excellent point. People have a hard time grasping the fact that some people just don't want kids.
Yeah, like I'm cool. Like maybe because I grew up in my parents, you know, obviously they had kids, but each of my parents had siblings that didn't have any kids.
Mm-hmm.
And those were my aunties, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so my aunts took care of me like I was their children. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I've been having a hard time over the last few years because all my aunties have passed away. You know what I mean? Like, it's been hard for me.
Yeah. I said they meant something to you. They were like second mothers.
Yeah, they all were like second moms. Like, it was absolute, you know what I mean? Because none of them had children. So I was like the child or the, you know what I mean? Like, I was always the child that none of them ever had. Like, I could just go.
I got an aunt that I adore, man. Shout out to all the aunts and uncles out there.
Yo, aunties and uncles mean something. Like when I was a kid, my uncle took me everywhere, like literal everywhere. Like my uncle was a bouncer because my uncle was 6'4". You see my uncle, he's 6'4", 225 pounds of pure muscle at that time. He used to take me everywhere, and I mean literal everywhere. To his job, he was a bouncer. He would take me to nightclubs. I was like 12. You know what I mean? Because my mom worked overnight at a bank. But what I'm saying is these relationships mean something, man. And people who don't want kids, and my uncle, you know what I mean, not a perfect person. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to take a 12-year-old to a club, but he also didn't leave me in the house by myself while my mom was working a 12-hour shift overnight. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah, shout out to all the aunts and uncles out there, man. Let me get to these comments, man, because folks be not understanding they play an important role. So Dave says, Lorraine, men have been going broke to impress women for decades.
That's not enough time, Dave. Men have been going broke to impress women for centuries, bro.
Shout out to Adam, yo. I mean Adam and Eve. All right, it's my fault. As a pastor, I know very well that people spend more time planning the wedding than they do the marriage. Ooh.
I mean, he got firsthand knowledge.
Ooh, they spend more time. Ooh. They spend more time on the wedding
than the marriage.
Planning the marriage. Damn, Paz. Paz, come on, man. So Ann says, in all fairness, I am more critical of men suffering than if a woman is suffering. I was taught a man is a warrior. Go out and get it no matter what.
Listen,
so man. I'm not saying that you weren't taught that. A lot of us were taught that. But then the question becomes,
how do men ask for help if every other man and woman in the world looks at them in their worst light, in their worst moments? They don't have anybody they can ask for anything.
I was kind of raised the same way, Ant, but I question things now as I'm an older man. I question. Question how some of the things I was taught were.
Jim, we've been to these men summits that we have, and we talk to these men that have this issue. You know, they can't
where they get into like we've done a couple like things. We went this all men thing where people just like have their conversations, and it's crazy how bad men are suffering out there because they really feel like they have no one to talk to, including the person they're next to. It's kind of weird, but I mean it's a reality.
It's the reality of what's going on.
And I was raised the same way that Ann is speaking of, but I question some of that.
Yep. Right? I was raised the same way. You thug it out, or you tough it out, or you gotta go get it on your own. Like you can't be asking nobody for nothing because the second you ask somebody for something, they get a chance to play you. You know what I mean? Like they get a chance to play you, and then they're gonna put your whole business on Front Street. Like if you're a man and you're in a vulnerable position and you don't
like Jack right now.
I'm just saying, it's just like that's all. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Like, I got cousins and stuff that only ask me for stuff because I'm the only one who don't judge them. So I get all of those requests. You know what I mean? I don't judge them.
Shaq was on that podcast and he said that he's never opened up to a woman because he feels like they're gonna throw it back in his face. That's what I was speaking of. Diamond Dave says, "Pass big facts." C. Bennett, but what happens? But it happens out here, Corey. You'll be surprised with what they say you have to have first.
Man, listen, you know what I got? I got my nuts and some bubble gum.
I knew you was gonna say that. I was hoping you didn't say the actual phrase.
No. I cleaned it up.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Brittany says, I also wonder if this was a test for her.
Because he did say
he
paid
found a way to pay the mortgage, but maybe that was part of the play. Just another so he hit it with the Prince
I'm
Hakeem.
broke. I need help.
He hit it with the Prince Hakeem.
Yeah.
Coming to America play. Yeah, okay. I didn't think about that, Brittany. What if it was?
Then
He
she
like
just lost one.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
boy, like he's super petty.
Probably another POV is what Brittany said. But Lorraine said, yes, it's true. Lorraine, people in the pandemic realized they didn't like their partners or their kids. Ant says, kids are stressful, but so loving. It's an irreplaceable feeling. he said Corey is hot. Pause. Yeah, Corey got triggered with that. Man, Corey got triggered.
There's only one thing that impresses me. There's only one thing that impresses me about people, and that's how they treat other people.
So look I said, no, I hear you, but look at Lorraine's point. Lorraine says she was waiting to get married for having kids. She was told that it's selfish not to have children. You know, that's a good point, right? So I don't have any kids, but me and my wife, people tell us that we're selfish all the time. People have literally told us this. People in our family, because we made a decision not to, but people in our family have literally called us selfish. And the funny thing is, a couple years ago, it actually got to me. I started thinking, am I selfish? But I just don't want them. I'm on my Don John. I don't want the responsibility.
My kids can call Uncle Jimmy. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, leave Jimmy alone.
I'm Uncle Life. But no, but the thing is, though, it's like, because of people were telling me that, I started thinking that. But I just truly don't want him because, like, I don't want the responsibility. It's the reason I don't have a dog right now. My last dog passed. I'm still heartbroken by it. But I don't want the responsibility of even having a dog, let alone a child. Anyway.
I don't think we should get banned like that. It's like if I'm a woman, I have an obligation. It's almost like an option contract. I have the right, but not the obligation.
Right. You have the right, but not the
obligation to this thing. Like to have another look. If you can self-reflect on what you are like, and you know you don't want a second thing of you running around the earth like that, or you got to deal with you a second time, like. Some people don't want that. Like I literally said, there's no vacancies inside of here. I don't want to carry another person. I don't want my body to feel like that. And they're just like if you don't want to have kids, they think you can't have kids, or something's wrong with you. You don't have a nurturing body. And all my nieces and nephews love me, but it's not something I want. And I think we got to get accustomed not to be like that with couples or with people, because that's your natural reaction when somebody get married. Oh, when y'all gonna have a baby?
Why no, that is true. That is true.
Like they could be out here and live their life. Like I love seeing my friends from high school that's been married. They don't have kids. They travel the world. They do what they want. But it ain't my business if why they did or didn't have kids. I'm just enjoying seeing their journey as a married couple. But
like, listen, and the other way around, right? I like seeing people who went to high school, who I went to high school with, and now they kids grown. And I was like, damn, I knew Shorty when he was like knee high to a grasshopper. Like he was little, he was this big, you know what I mean? And now they successful children, you know what I mean? That have turned into successful adults. And so I like it both ways, you know what I mean? Like, damn, what's the name is getting to it over here, and he over here, he in Bangladesh riding a tiger, and then you got, I also like to see people who had kids when we was 17 years old, and those kids are now, in their 30s, 20s, late 20s, early 30s, and they're successful young men and women. You know what I mean?
Listen, everybody has their own journey, man. Everybody has to take their own journey. Pat says the problem is men fall in love based on what they see, and women fall in love based on what they hear, not realizing they seeing lipstick on pigs and hearing wannabe dreams.
Ooh, yikes! Ew. That's gangster.
People still ask me when I'm having kids, and I've been neutered for years. He said I'm gonna stick to the Chihuahuas. This is Don. Don says that he already got fixed. He don't want no kids. He went to got the medical.
He did the right thing. If you don't want no kids, that's the exact right move to do.
Yeah. Don also wasn't trying to strap up either, though. So like Don is also wilding because
I mean, he's married.
So Julia says, so true. All inclusive. Our wedding no more than $500. I know couples still paying off the wedding bill 10 years later on debt just to say I do. Yeah, I ain't have a big wedding either. I ain't, wasn't about that.
I ain't play that game.
So Jesus says one thing about GC is,
but it was
he
good.
Gonna ask without any shame or hesitation. I'm not about to suffer in silence. I respect that, GC, as you shouldn't.
Nah,
you know,
you should.
but I mean, there are a lot of folks out there that do.
Yeah, man.
All right, Lorraine says, personally, I don't mind helping a man. However, I'm very selective on the men that I choose to help nowadays. Too many having taken my kindness for a weakness. Yeah, you shouldn't just go help everybody, but I'm saying if someone's proven themselves to you, she was with this man for 3 years, right?
And
So
he never asked her for nothing by her own words.
he never asked her for. That's the other part, right? He also
by her words.
My man went and put up a spreadsheet of everything he ever did for her. He petty too. He out of pocket too.
Yeah, he definitely out of pocket.
Red flag.
I'm biased. I had no skills, low earner in manufacturing for 10 plus years, then buckled down and got into tech, and I'm no better than anyone else. It's all personal decisions. So, Ed, I don't completely disagree, but I do think there's a caveat to that, right? It's personal decisions, but they're also systems. So that was good for you. And a lot of times we look at things that work for us as an individual and try to apply them to a broad base, and it just doesn't work that way. But you know, congratulations to you for your journey.
No,
but that's
100%.
That's the
proud
thing about life,
brother.
Everybody has all their journey, and definitely proud of you for the decisions you made. But you know, that ain't gonna work for some folks. But shout out to you for that though. Pat says if you got to test the person you're in a relationship with, that mere fact is the answer. That's the other thing too. Once you sit down to create that spreadsheet of what
the relationship is over.
It's over at that point. Yeah, it's already over.
Relationship is over.
SB in the building says, "What up, Chaz?
What's up?"
He ain't laughing at me. Yeah, man. Listen, you gotta say, hey, yo, Corey ain't catch that, but you did. I'm glad you did. All right, so Lorraine said, it's all gravy. You said something about I take it both ways, pause. I'm like, yeah, that sounded kind of wild. But anyway, I was also told it would be selfish to do artificial insemination. That's why I decided to wait until marriage. Huh? That's your choice. You do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, like you do whatever you want. Like
people crack me up putting their thoughts and beliefs on other folks. Man, people are able to do whatever it is they want to do.
Man, listen, I wrote a Facebook post about 2 years ago, and people will tell you that your light was dim, and they the one who put the shade tree in your backyard to dim your light. Like they the one who planted the tree and put the shade tree up in your backyard, and then they tell you that your light is dim. You can't listen to people that don't have your experiences and your best interests at heart. Like people might be giving you advice from a good place in their heart, but they're not giving you advice that's good for you. Like so my grandmother told me the difference between those people when I was very, very young. And she said to even take her advice as this is that someone is giving you advice from their point of view.
POV.
They cannot be giving you advice from your perspective because there's only one you. There's only one you. There's only one person who's experiencing the things that you're experiencing. And so my grandma put me on game early. She's like, you know how old people say opinions. Everybody got opinions in a-holes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody got opinions in a-holes. And so what you got to do is, she didn't say block out the noise, but basically what she told me is just to block out the noise. Like, set your path and then take the advice that works. You know what I mean? Or as old people say, eat the meat and throw away the bone.
Yeah. Pause.
You know what I mean?
Yo, pause that too. But listen, Pat says people will project on you the life they ain't living or can't live themselves, which is absolutely true. Man, it's a whole lot with this specific topic, man. But I want to get to this too, though. And shout out to Jamil. I don't know if Jamil's here, man. Me and Jamil, that's my YouTube guy. I was watching this YouTube channel the other day. It was this gentleman. I watch his TikToks all the time. He's one of them food dudes. His name is Peaks. And he be doing these crazy food reviews. But he's in Philly, right? Not from Philly. And he did one of those videos where he was like, yo, I'm going to eat a $6 cheesesteak, and I'm going to eat one of the most expensive cheesesteaks, which is $120. And I'm going to compare, right? So what was interesting about the video is to get the $6 cheesesteak, he went to the hood of all hoods. He was in Kensington. He was in the trenches.
He went to
a poppy store in Kensington. Yeah, he went to a poppy store in Kensington, right? But then to go to Barclays, you go into Center City. And I'm laughing because when he gets there, he's like looking around and he's in complete shock. So the cameraman's like, yo, what's wrong? He was like, yo, no one told me that like Philly got parts like this. Like I thought all of Philly was like hood and crazy.
No, Barclays prime.
But I'm sitting there laughing like people believe that. And then as I'm having conversation with people online, I'm like, people believe that. They see the videos that people put online, the stuff that, you know, will go viral. But people don't realize just like Philly has literally, it's a tale of two cities, but unfortunately, because it shouldn't be.
Yeah,
we got
Philly has the most poor people and rich people together in the country.
It's kind of weird, right? But I wanted to bring that up because I was doing some work today, right? And I had to, you know, look at this house. It's part of this work I was doing. I'm gonna share this house with y'all because I was laughing as I was looking at it. I'm like, people don't realize that this kind of stuff is in Philly. I'm gonna share with you for a second, but let me get to these comments real fast, and I'll share it. And Lorraine says, in my sister's defense, years later, Oprah had a show with children born through artificial insemination, and they confirmed that belief. It was selfish because they don't know the other half of their DNA. I still don't necessarily agree with it, but because Oprah, got to get some ratings up. So, but I mean, it is what it is. Everybody got to make their own decision. Don said that $6 joint was fire. Yeah, some of the cheap joints be, Darren Pierre Luis is in the building. What's up,
but
Darren?
How are you? That's the young
Darren,
boy.
you sent me a message. You sent me an inbox. I don't know. Yeah. Tell me where you sent the inbox at, because I checked the different spots. I didn't see an inbox. And you can also email us too on bobbyhoodllc@gmail. But I did see your message on YouTube. I responded to it. Yeah, so Dave asked a question. How a cheesesteak costs $100 is made with processed cheese. So Barclays Prime uses Wagyu beef for this specific cheesesteak.
Yeah.
It's what they call an elevated cheesesteak. Scouts, that's Philly and Chicago.
So Jamil, regular as hell, man.
Jamil, what's good? Jamil, I gave you a great shout out earlier in the show, so I'll do it while you're here. I appreciate you being a production assistant for me on Stack Sats or Die Trying. You gave me a whole rundown, so I want to shout you out for that.
I lost a bet. I lost a bet and had to buy 2 of those $100 cheesesteaks. They actually cost more closer to $200, and they taste damn near the same. Like, and then they try to put cheese whiz on my cheesesteak like I'm a foreigner. Like, come on, dog.
To the foreigner. All right, so a couple things here. Pat says most people frame their decisions based upon their insight. The problem is understanding what's been in their sight. Oh, I see what you did there. Limited view, limited mind. All right, let's see. I'm looking for your message now. Maybe they put it in the request joints. Let me see. I'm sorry, Darren. I was looking for your message. Darren, if you don't mind me asking, what's your IG at name? Because I'll just search for that and I'll find it that way. Because I didn't get it for whatever reason. But yeah, if you could put in the comments what's your IG at name, I'll find the message. All right, so I'm gonna share y'all with this real fast. This is a crib that I was walking through and I'm like, people wouldn't realize that this is actually Philadelphia. I thought it was dope, so share with the people. For those that are listening to the audio podcast, I'll try my best to describe what's here. If not, Darren, you can always shoot me a email, bobbyhoodllc@gmail. I'll get with you. But here we go. Corey. Let me know if you can see my screen, right? So this is 1228 Norwalk Road in Philadelphia, and it is for sale. This is not my listing, by the way, but I was just sharing it because I was, looking at it for other reasons, for valuation reasons. But look at it though. Can you see this picture?
Yep.
Let me see if I can make this any bigger.
That's a nice ass crib.
Look at this crib. This is in Philadelphia, by the way. And this is why I laugh when people say they look at the Kensington videos and don't realize like this is some of the stuff that's like, I mean, you may not like this either because it might not be your taste. But the fact of the matter is I was laughing when dude said that because he was like in complete shock. He made like a real shocking face. And I'm like, no, this is some of the stuff that we got in the city. This is in the city. This isn't the suburbs, by the way. And this is
in the city. So that's actually in the hood.
This ain't the hood right here. This one is in the 19115. This is Northeast, so it's like, but it's not the hood per se. But I mean, it's not. It's in the city limits. It's not outside the city. So I just wanted to share this with y'all because I was laughing at that video, and I'm like, social media is crazy because you have a perspective, and everybody thinks that Philadelphia is just people running around shooting each other, and that's social media.
It is a lot of people running around shooting each other.
I mean, but it's how people running around shooting each other everywhere.
Like Diamond Dave said, these are people that don't really be outside. They ain't never seen nothing else. Like in Conroe, there's a $500,000 house right up the street, but it's still dirt roads over here. So they'll look at this property like that's not out here. But it is.
Like this is their deck. They got a deck like this, right? And then outside of having a deck, right? And again, this is city limits. I just want to make sure I keep repeating that. This isn't the suburbs. But I had, this and work here with this, and I was like, let me share this on the Tonight Show. Just because I want folks to see that don't believe everything you see on social media. Look at this. This is their yard.
In the city.
In the city. Everything ain't row homes and put together because that's what they show on the internet. But this is Philadelphia too. So just wanted to share that with the folks. Like, look at all the land they got. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's multiple homes like that. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all real fast. Let me get back to these comments real fast. Oh, Darren said he sent me the email. Cool. So Dave says, where you get all the lot size in Philly? So it's different parts. In the northwest section of the city, you tend to get bigger lots. That's areas like West Mount Airy, Germantown, Chestnut Hill, some parts of the northeast where this property is, you get bigger lots. When you get into places like North Philly, South Philly, like that's when you get like the row homes and things like that. So I did show you the grass, Jamil. So hopefully you saw the grass. Dave said that looks like DMX's house in Belly. Shout out to Tommy Buns. What a terrible name. But
that name. Every time I hear that name, I just giggle for like 5 minutes because I'm a juvenile adult.
Pascal says all these size and large cities have nice and bad neighborhoods. And Pat says social will make you think Philly is cheesesteaks, four wheelers, and Rocky statue. And that's the thing. It's that, but it's more than that, right?
Yeah, it is all those things.
He said that's a $20 million house in the city limits of Atlanta. And geography. Yeah, man. So let me open up this thing because we're gonna do a giveaway. By the way, man, shout out to a couple folks, man. I want to shout out Rochelle again. Rochelle made a donation so we can do a second big. We're gonna do our normal giveaway. But sometimes when people donate, we'll make the donation that evening based upon them. But now, it's March. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be at the state property show, but I'm here with y'all. So therefore, we feel the generation.
It's International Women's Day.
That's right. So
shout out to Chaz and all the women out there. It's International Women's Day.
Facts.
Glad you had your day.
And shout out to Jose because Jose made another donation. So we got 3 Bitcoin giveaways, right? So let me figure out which because we got the new way of doing our giveaways.
Man,
so
people was giving you hell about this last week. They said they like the name of Wheels. They want you to work.
You know what I'm saying? It is.
They want you to work, They don't want to do their own hashtag.
Yo, before we do the giveaway, last thing I do want to say, and I do want to say this here because Jamil is here. I want to send Jamil a special shout out. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings to him, Mache, all the folks that left those great comments on the Stack Sat show because, like I said, I got feedback from that, like on all platforms, on socials, and all that. So that was dope. People tend to like that show. And for those that haven't checked it out, it's on our YouTube page. And what I did on that specific page is explain what the Bitcoin halving is, like explain the entire thing. Diamond Dave says, big up to all the women. Absolutely. So, So if you haven't had a chance to check out that video about the Bitcoin halving, make sure to check it out. It's on our channel. Stack Sats is doing extremely well. That's our newest podcast, which is a Bitcoin only podcast. Comes on Mondays, audio as well as video. And, it's crazy because I was telling Corey, I said the reason it does what it does is because Bitcoin is running right now. Let's see when Bitcoin has another pullback if people still listening to the feedback.
Like that Jimmy dude don't know nothing.
Yeah. Because I'm still gonna be doing it because that's my talking about Bitcoin is my happy place. All right, so let me think. Let's see. What we gonna call today's giveaway? What hashtag should I make the giveaway? Chaz, I'll let you choose. Give me a hashtag.
Women's Day. You choose.
Yeah, I was gonna say women.
All right, let's make it women because I'm about to say don't say international. That's a long ass thing to write. But let's say women. We are going to say women. All right. So boom. Here's what we're going to do. All right. Again, we got 3 giveaways tonight, courtesy of Rochelle, Jose, and By the Hood, of course. What is it having? There you go, Daniel. Daniel, go to our YouTube channel and look up the most recent videos. It's a whole video explaining the having. It's almost like a class. I did a PowerPoint presentation in the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? And Jamil says, thank you ×3 for the shout out. And BTH's server. Yeah, man. Listen, we about the folks, man. We about to do this giveaway, man. Like I said, man, I was going to go to the Bean Show tonight at the Met, but I'm doing a community event tomorrow at the University of Penn.
You can't be taking that energy to that community event, dog.
Yeah, I can't hear what we do is wrong and then go to the community event.
You can't do stay prop and then go talk to the kids at U-turn. That's not the proper energy to take to the.
No, I didn't want to go to the state property show. Didn't go to the community event. So the community event is tomorrow morning at the University of Pennsylvania. I'm teaching a class to the kids out there. So if anybody's local, please check me out there tomorrow morning. All right, now with that being said, let's do this giveaway for this evening. We got 3 things we want to give away. Here is the hashtag. If you want to be entered into the giveaway, put this hashtag in the comments. Just put hashtag women, and that will enter you into the giveaway. LaJoya, number 1, no more. You got to put the hashtag women. Hashtag women will enter you into our giveaway. And I see folks that started doing it. Lorraine did it, hashtag women. So put this go to the comments, put in hashtag women. It will enter you. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to get that in there. While we're doing that, man, Chaz, what you got going on in your group, man? I know you out here trading every day, man. Tell the folks about what you got going on.
Again, I'm trading every day. So I give people the plays to be able to walk through the trade. So it's more or less more than just a signal. I think that's insufficient to give just signals. So I walk through the plays where people kind of hold their hand so we can all make money together. So that's my new way of teaching, is to keep teaching one-on-one. In between that teaching, you get my little nesting area in the messenger group, and that's to help people like really hold their hand through certain plays and just know what's going on in the market. When Powell's speaking, when different Fed data come out, just stuff that they're not going to tell you in a regular day.
So let me ask you this, Chaz, because we got on you a couple shows ago. Did you organize your stuff yet? How can people find more information about you and what you got going on? Do you have
She full of it.
You ain't got it set yet?
She ain't do nothing.
Chaz,
you gotta get no, but I did get a evaluation of my business page, and I condensed some stuff and cleaned it up, make it look a little bit better. So I'm a work in progress. I did Corey, I did commit to our meeting, and we had our meeting.
You did me an amazing solid, and I've been on the surveys. I haven't gotten paid from one yet. But that's only because of time. They haven't sent me the check yet. But
okay, what you got coming? You got a bill coming?
Nah, I ain't get that much. I got like $30 coming, but $30 more than I got.
$30 is a bill to some folks. Well, right. I don't know.
I mean, I got kids. $30 don't even cover lunch. So what I'm saying is, it's $30 more than I had, and I spent like 15 minutes getting it. So it ain't
all right. A couple more minutes. Remember, put the hashtag women. Put that in the comment section. That will enter you into the giveaway. We're giving away 3 separate giveaways tonight, right? And by the way, if you're here for the first time or whatever, the way it works is, if you do win, let us know you're still here. Because if you don't let us know you're still here, we will keep it moving to go to the next person.
We keep it moving.
Email inbox. Again, the email address is bythehoodllc@email. I'm at JW the Blueprint on everything. And I'll make sure that you get the Cash App this evening, right? This evening, we want to make sure we pay out. So a couple more minutes. It's about 8:08. So I get about 8:10. You know what I'm saying? See where we at. Let's see.
Also on applied materials. If applied materials makes microchips, they're part of the microchip process. So anything in that section of the world is about to go Samuel L. Jackson.
So I saw it was a nice pullback on NVIDIA. I saw folks on my timeline crying today about NVIDIA. I'm like, y'all been riding it for a year. They had one little pullback and folks was crying.
That's what I told people. I'm like, it did a marathon for 2-3 days straight. Even Jesus took a rest day. Like, what you think?
The company can't even pause.
And it really just pulled back right at ATR. So I mean, it was
right, easy. You got more folks in there. Wait for his semiconductors, applied material. So, Pascal, are you talking about as a trade or are you holding it? That's the question I have for you, Pascal. Is this a hold for you, or are you talking about like how's it set up to trade? That's what I want to know. So,
I mean, I can look at how it's set up to trade.
have you checked out Chance's home world for the mobile manufacturing and prefab homes?
I mean, I don't do any of that.
I watch Chance all the time. Like I got addicted when I was trying to buy my house, to be honest. But I watch to see how they're building, and it helped me kind of pick my house. So I've been on. That's kind of like my new era to see more of us in that arena because it'll allow us.
We put Chaz on the play and she ran it to perfection.
Like they get really LaJoya and Corey big ups because they helped me really figure it out. And it went from no, you can't get a stick bill to when you want to sign these papers. And it was
that fast.
Nice. Yo, my new thing I watched, Jamil, is it's a brother. It's an African brother, got a channel where he be like showing homes in Africa, and he show a lot of like expats and how they live in Africa. I can't think of the brother's name, but he has a big channel. But I'll be watching his videos. Like he did one recently. He was in Jamaica that I was watching, and he was showing different parts of Jamaica that I've been to Jamaica a gazillion times that I haven't seen. He was outside. Pat says, when a rocketing stock pulls back and people complain, lets me know they really don't understand what buy the dip even means. Absolutely. Side note, I was telling my brother Akil Parker this week. I'm only talking right now because I want to give a couple more minutes because there's less folks in here than normal. I mean, y'all ain't putting the hashtag women in here. Hashtag women if you want to be put into our giveaway. That may be his name. Let me see if that's who I'm talking about real fast. Let me pull that up. I think that is who I'm talking about. Yeah, that is it. That's definitely it. And it's it was spelled a little different. Daniel says Wadamaya, Wadamaya. I'm looking now, it's Wodemaya. But yes, that is the brother who I'm talking about. I've been addicted to his channel lately while I'm just sitting there like watching him in different parts of Africa, like planning my escape. And then he goes somewhere else. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna live here. Like, so I'm just dreaming vicariously through his YouTube channel. He be outside though. But yeah, so I like it. That's my new obsession right now on YouTube, Jamil. By the way, that brother there is Wodemaya. I love his channel. But what I was saying is I was talking to our brother Akil Parker, who's the black mathematician we often have on, and we were talking about Bitcoin because he had watched the most recent show, and I was telling him how all in I've been over the last couple of years, and I told Corey this the other day. Me and Corey were talking on the phone. I was like, yo, people don't realize just how far in I went with my Bitcoin obsession. I was like, I don't even own any more other individual stocks, right? I do still got my MGK. I got my ETFs. I got about 4 ETFs that but I was like, all my individual stocks, I converted all those to IBIT on January 11th. Like when I had the ability to buy paper version, I bought paper version. So it was like, that's how far in I'm going. And now I'm in the point now I'm getting ready to liquidate some property too. So I'm going all in, man. So y'all see me not doing Friday lives, it's because we hit the 250K, and y'all gonna see me in a video with the brother Wodemaya, how we pronounce his name. Y'all gonna see me on the channel. So real quick, Ray Gun got in. All right, hashtag women. Couple more minutes and we're gonna do our giveaway. Jamil says you hit the Zoom to Thailand, Travelversity, and Chocolate Man in VA. I don't know. They sound like passport bros, but. I ain't trying to see no dudes with no lady men, Jamil. So I'm gonna check it out because I just hope it ain't none of the lady men.
The answer to that is no.
I haven't, to be honest with you. So Pascal says, go to Namibia where the desert meets the ocean.
Namibia.
Africa. What did you say? Namibia. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm an ignorant American. Jamil says Chocolate Man in a van, formerly Chocolate Man in Thailand. See, that sounds like some.
No,
I don't know. Chocolate Man in a van.
That don't sound like anything that I'm about to watch
it's like
any period of time. No,
it's like some nefarious activity.
It sounds like my man do some nefarious stuff. I'm cool.
Yeah, it sounds like he's trying to do YouTube videos to get you to go to his OnlyFans or something. And I'm cool on that. Like, Chocolate Man, I don't know. His branding is a little...
Mans and them sound crazy. I can't even watch
It's not, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, so I can't be wrong because I haven't
probably an amazing piece of of production or whatever.
Yeah,
but I'm not. I just like when I see the names and stuff, and it don't jive with my, with my feelings about life. I just don't even watch it. Like that sound crazy.
You know how earlier Pat said you could tell a lot about somebody by their calendar, right?
In their checkbook.
And they're checking the book. I think the third part is their search history. So I don't want that in my search history.
You don't want that on your search history?
No, let's do the first one because remember we got 3 we giving away, man. So
right.
enough time, man. There's only 16 folks in there. We got 3 times that many folks watching. So I don't know what's popping, but I mean, some of y'all might be rich already. It is what it is. Remember, let me know you're still here. The first person to win is, and the winner is, my man.
Hey,
LaJoya.
More Bitcoin in the crib.
LaJoya with the W. All right, LaJoya, are you still here? Because I will, Corey, know the rules.
Oh yeah.
Here's the second one. Champ.
The champ is here.
All right, so LaJoya says she is here. Champ, you are the second winner. We got one more to go. Champ, let us know you here because Champ been on us several times, and Champ, you must be saying a nice piece about Champ. Yeah. When you become a Bitcoin millionaire, I just want you to give us a shout out.
Show us the love we deserve, man.
I just want to get a shout out somewhere, man, because Champ be cooking this, man, getting this Bitcoin, man. Yeah, man. So get ready to do the third one. I'm waiting to see if Champ is here. You
can tell we real ones, right? Because Bitcoin on the running, we still giving it away. Everybody else would have slowed their whole roll. Like, no, sir, we're not doing that.
Stack sats or die trying, man.
Stack them or die trying.
Stack these sats. Champ is in the building. All right, Champ's here, so we got one more. What's good, Champ? You are the W.
We really about this Bitcoin life. We really giving out, like we giving it out.
All right, here's the last one. Before I do the last giveaway, I want to tell everybody thank you for everything. Make sure you share our YouTube channel with your family and friends and subscribe because we are trying to get our subscribers up on YouTube. We did finally crack 7K, which is dope.
Yeah.
Our Facebook page actually does a little better. Our Facebook page got like double that. So, but these are the places that we stream from. So shout out to everybody who supports what we got going on.
Yeah, man. Help us support us so we can help support y'all, man. Like, we give the vast majority of everything that we get, we put it back into the community. So
absolutely,
the more we can do, the more we can do. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
help us out.
Tomorrow, University of Pennsylvania, right? I want to speak to the kids. I got a new presentation I'm bringing out. Like, you know what I mean? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, we are doing 25 apiece, Pass. We got one more. Whatever you send me, I'll give away. But let's do this third one. But y'all better stay tight because Pass said he want to donate some more. So, we'll see what Pass does. But let's do this third one real fast. Matter of fact, now I got to get a pen and write this stuff down now because
right. Memory ain't going to serve too well with 6 winners.
We got LaJoya. We got Champ. All right, let's do this third one real fast.
Oh,
the third one is.
I can't even count.
Remember, you got to be here.
You got to be here to win.
Hey,
my sister, Tanea.
What's good? I didn't even know you was in here watching.
Oh yeah, she in here showing us love.
Listen, I know she's still sitting, but I hope you ain't sell that Bitcoin. I remember we was at an event back in 2016 or 17, and she had the Bitcoin.
17
the Bitcoin.
It was before the panty.
It was before the panty though, and I know she is here. All right, inbox me your cash tag, and I'll send you some some sats. But yeah, you still hopefully you still holding because I know you was buying Bitcoin back in 20. I don't know what year. 16, 17, 18, between those 3 years. Mark is in the building. Mark, what up, though?
What it is, though?
How are you, Mark? Mark's my degenerate gambling buddy.
Degenerate gambling buddy.
I ain't give Mark no plays the last couple of days, Mark. And I've been cooking too, man, because I've been putting them in the MDC, man. If I do say so myself. I had a 1-2 night a couple nights ago, but I went 5-0, 3-0. Like, I got 2 plays out there tonight. You know what I'm saying?
What's cooking tonight, Jim?
I got the overs on Giannis and the overs on Jimmy Butler on points. Now, I don't know what the line is now because the Giannis, I think I got it like 29.5 or 30, something like that. So it may have went up. Yeah. Jimmy Butler was at like 20, 21, but I think that went up too. Anyway, this is not a sports gambling show, so this, do not gamble. We are not telling anyone to gamble.
Gambler like Jimmy.
In fact, our room in the MDC is called Degenerate Sports Betting. That's literally what the room is called.
That's the most amazing name for.
It's really called Degenerate, and we be in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for football to start because that's when Spoon will start contributing.
I ain't gonna lie. When football starts, I'm gonna be all over that joint.
All right, so let's see, Pass. Let's see what you want to do, Pass. What you want to do, Pass? How many you want to do, Pass? Let me know.
He said 4. He said do 4 more at 25.
Did he mean do a fourth, or did he mean 4 more? Like, I don't know. I want to make sure before I. Oh, let's see what happened. Let me check my. Let me check. Oh, Pass gave a bing already. All right, so we're doing 4 more.
Let's go.
All right. We're doing 4 more. 4 more in the giveaway. Let's see what the next one is. Remember, you still got to be here, though.
Let's go.
Who is the next winner? And the winner is
Rock
Noxious.
Rock Noxious. He another one who been hitting us over the head for big.
Yeah. Rock got some stats. Rock got some stats from us. All right, that's the one more pass. At 4 more, man. So we got
3 more left.
We got 3 more left. All right, man. Let's see if Rock's here. By the way, Mark, this is how you know Mark got in here late. We don't do the ones no more, man. You gotta put hashtag women in the comment section, and it automatically enters you into our giveaway. But you gotta put hashtag women. Pat says if they ain't there, keep it for by the hood. Okay, no doubt. Appreciate that. So Rock, you got a couple seconds, and we're gonna keep it moving. Rock said he is here, and he says thanks, Pass. All right. Let's see the next name. Mark, you still ain't put hashtag women. Oh, there you go. There you go. Let's see. He's in here. So let's get it popping. We got 3 more to go. Tay Renee. What up, Tay? Tay, are you here, though? We still got 2 more left. Tay, are you here? Are you here? We'll give you a couple of seconds to let you know. Are you here? Oh, I'm out at University of Michigan for a hold on. Let me slow down. We already know your daughter's a genius. We know that, right? She a senior already? Or she a junior?
Yeah. She the same age as she around the same age as CJ.
Dog, yo, we ancient, yo.
Yeah.
By the way, Mark's daughter was in our camp like early on. She was one of the first people to come to our camp, and she was
definitely featured. She was featured.
Yeah, she's the brightest student by far. Like, she was one of the because all our students are bright, but she was just so it makes sense that she's at the University of Michigan on a college tour because, yeah, she's about that life. She's a senior. Holy smokes, yo, we are old. Mark, that includes you too, bro.
Yeah.
We send our regards. And Michigan is a dope school, man.
She also wrote a book.
Yeah,
for hearing impaired people.
Young genius, man. All right, so she's been accepted already. Nice. Oh man, that's fire. That's where the Obama girl went. All right, so we got 2 more left. 2 more left. Tay is here. All right, Tay, don't forget. All right, so I'm gonna say this to everybody: LaJoya, Champ, Kai, Rock Noxious, and Tay. Everybody who won, send me the message. Let's see. She already got accepted. That's dope. And tell Naja we said what's up too. All right, let's go.
Naja and Nigel.
The whole family, man. You already know what it is.
Jamil.
My stack stats to die trying producer Jamil. You think I'm joking? Yo, let me see if I can find Jamil's comment, man. Jamil co-produced the show for me, man. Like, I'm not lying, man. We got 1 more to give away. So, Jamil, let's see if you're still here. I just want to find Jamil's comment, yo. Let's see if I can find it. because I was like, yo, I ain't got to think about these next couple shows because Jamil done laid the game down quite flat. All right, I'm gonna show you real fast to show you what I'm talking about, Corey.
Demetrius.
But this is the kind of stuff that lets me know what it is.
Demetrius is that dude. Jamil is in here too.
All right, Jamil is here. All right, cool. We can ready spin.
Yo, Demetrius and his partners just closed on some property. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, they came together. They came together as a group, a bunch of like brothers and sisters, and literally purchased property as a collective, which is powerful just to see. I got inspired just seeing it. You know what I mean?
And Demetrius is out there doing that work.
We gotta get you and maybe some of your partners back on the pod to talk about that process, talk about how y'all did it. Like that's something that we gotta like really highlight, man. Like so. Yeah. Shoot me a Corey inbox. Shoot us an inbox, man. We want to set something up if we can, man. But congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna come back to this to do our last one, but let me show you something real fast, boy. I'm gonna show you how dope Jamil is, man. Why Jamil is my producer.
Executive producer.
Look at this comment he left. Said another educational, informative episode. Please keep these episodes / mini classes coming. He wrote out a whole thing of the future shows. Discussed why it was created. Look, he put it in like a damn near bullet points. I said, damn, that was dope. All right, screenshot it all. So Jamil is my executive producer, man. I owe you a producer's credit, Jamil. So shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it. So I'm glad you won tonight. And Jamil says thank you and thanks Pastor as well. Shout out to our brother Pastor. I want to get before we do our last giveaway. I want to shout out Pastor. I want to shout out Jose. The Bronx is in the building. I want to shout out Rochelle because all of them donated. Pastor donated a 4-piece. All flats.
Jose been donating for the last few weeks.
Jose donated like the last 3 weeks. So yeah, all right, listen, man, y'all really are doing an amazing job, and we love to do what we do. We love giving this stuff away. And Jamil also says, congratulations to Mark and his family, Demetrius and crew, and all the winners. Yeah, folks is out here representing, like, Mark, University of Michigan, like, you know what I mean? Like, and
daughter been accepted.
Yeah, Demetrius out here buying land. Like, yeah, this is the stuff we want to talk about. Like, y'all can go argue about a dinner with Jay-Z and $50 dates, but this is the greatness. No shots for nobody, by the way.
Man, I'm not arguing on no dates. If me and my day have an argument, that means we are never going to see each other again.
All right, this is the last giveaway, man. Remember, whoever wins this one, you got to let us know you're still here. Good luck to everybody that's left on the board. But here is our final winner.
Damn.
So they whole household kicked us in the head. That's what's up. Tay and Dan. That's what's up.
All right. So same thing, man. Y'all got to shoot me them inboxes with them cash tags. The winners, LaJoy. So everybody who won, y'all know who y'all are. Because if y'all don't send me the message tonight, because I know some of y'all be egging me. First of all, hold up. Is Dan still here? That's the first question. You my guy, Dan, but that's the rules.
Them's the rules.
Are you still? There he is. Like Dan popped up real fast. He ain't wait no time. Congratulations, Dan. All right, so
he ain't playing with you.
He's not playing. He is playing 0 games. All right, so everybody shoot me the message. You're gonna get paid tonight. Make sure you send the message tonight. With that being said, man, we appreciate y'all. This has been an amazing show. Pass, we appreciate you, brother, again for the 4 giveaways. Jose, Rochelle, the whole community of By the Hood, MDC. MDC, for everybody in the MDC membership. Plays is coming out every day. I'm going to have more plays tomorrow in the group, more plays Sunday. Monday night, 7 p.m., we got an options class. Don't forget to check out everything going on. Also, Monday, Stacks After Die Trying. Next episode will be out. Wednesday's our regular pod. Friday, we here live. If Chaz, I told Chaz, look, she come as many times she wants to. I don't care if she come every Friday. So, and that goes to everybody. Like, if somebody else want to come on the show with us and kick it, like,
come have fun with us.
Hey, Chaz, listen, we still need you to get one location, one web. Next time you show up, have one. It could be a free joint. It could be a link tree. Just have something so we can send folks because we want people to check out everything you got going on.
Put it in the comments. They can follow me on Facebook or on Instagram at Dr. Chaz.
Dr. Chaz, follow Dr. Chaz on Instagram. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Please stay safe out there. All the winners will be getting your sats this evening. I'll get right on that as soon as we get off here. We love and appreciate you. If you're in the city tomorrow, catch me at the University of Penn, spitting truth to power. And yeah, man, we love y'all. Take it easy. Peace.
Bye.